Hey, what's up, movie fans? I am here with my very brief review of Don't Breathe. Now, this is one of the coolest suspense thriller slash horror films in recent years. I don't want to spoil the movie. The trailer gives away quite a bit of the film, but long story short, the premise of this film is three delinquents in Detroit are running havoc. They are going willy-nilly on different houses throughout the city of Detroit. One of the characters has an in on the security systems, and they are using keys, they are using the codes to break into these houses. Now, for the most part, these are non-violent issues. I'm not trying to justify it by any means, but at least they're not beating people up for the most part. So they break into these houses, and they're stealing things. You have Rocky, who is, a young man who's very identifiable with. You have Alex. She's pretty much the star of this film. She's got a little sister that she's trying to take care of. And you got Money. Money is kind of the hood rat in the group. So they all have their distinctive roles in their heists. Well, they're thinking about ending this when they hear about potential six figures in an elderly man's house. He got a settlement for an accident, and he's blind. So they decide that they're gonna get this easy mark, or so they think. Everyone in this film has pros and cons, including the elderly man. You see a character die in the trailer. I won't go into detail who it is because I hate spoiling movies for people, but it's done in an effective manner. All these kills are done so well. What would you do if you were locked in a house with more security than you ever thought there was? Bolts, locks galore. What would you do if you're locked in there and you don't know how to get out, and you were in this huge house with a trained killer with nothing to lose? You figure you'd have an unfair advantage if the guy's blind, but unfortunately you don't. I gotta say, I really loved this movie. It didn't rely on shock. There are like two scares in this film where they're just boom out of your, you weren't expecting it, but they don't rely on that. There's so much suspense and tension in this film all the way throughout it, and you really root for all the characters involved at certain aspects, and you can really dislike and maybe even hate some of them. Jane Levy, who was in Suburgatory, one of my favorite shows that got canceled, she does a really good job in this film. Dylan Minnette, he's really good in this film. Those are two super likable characters. I think that Daniel Savato, who plays Money, is an okay character. I definitely saw a lot of similarities to Panic Room. When I've been describing this to a lot of people, I've said it's kind of like Panic Room, but stepped up to another notch. There are definitely similarities between like hairstyles of the lead characters in Panic Room. Money is very Jared Leto-y, but that aside, it definitely is different in the plot points. There's a surprising scene towards the very end, and it is just breathtaking. It's so crazy. I was just like, it's like gripping your seat, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Did they just do that? And that's what I love. I love being surprised. I loved dark, twisty ideas, and it's not an overload. It's just enough that you're just like, wow, jaw-dropping. The very end of the movie, like, I think it's a sensational movie, like 90 minutes, and then like there's a minute and a half I think probably could have been trimmed off at the very end. I didn't need more explanation. I didn't need a matter of factness. You know what I mean? I liked almost every single moment of this film. I think it's really cool and worthy of a second viewing. I want to know what you guys think. Please leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let me know what you guys thought of the movie. If you have any recommendations for other movies to check out, please let me know. I have hundreds of other movie reviews on my YouTube channel, which is London Hawthorne. Thank you so much for watching, and let's talk movies.